Hello, welcome to this edition of the Mr. Jurgensen Show. This particular episode is for my American history class. Alright, first of all, I would like to go over the essay question. The essay question is, explain how the 13 colonies were established. Okay, give examples. Okay, that's the first part of the question. Explain how the 13 colonies were established. What did William Penn need before he established the colony of Pennsylvania? He needed a charter, okay, that needed to be approved by the king. All right, they also needed money, okay, and people to settle the land. All right, talk about the different governments established in the different colonies. As we've seen in class, the government in Massachusetts was more created around its religious beliefs, because remember, there were Puritans there, and they incorporated a lot of their religion into their laws. And that's why Rhode Island was created. That's why Connecticut was created. Sorry, my mouth is still numb from the dentist. Okay, remember, Connecticut and Rhode Island were created because people left Massachusetts to escape religious persecution because they did not want to follow the Puritan religion. Okay, talk about how New York was established. Remember the Duke of York and how he came to power. He defeated the Dutch at the New Netherlands there in New York, established the colony of New York, and remember, it became more of a colony controlled by wealthy landowners. Okay, and further south, we get into more of these colonies like Virginia that were established for economic reasons. Right, they were established to make money for Great Britain. Georgia, remember Georgia, James Oglethorpe. He created Georgia kind of as an escape for those debtors, those people that were in debt. Instead of going to debtor's prison, they traveled to Georgia. I don't want to elaborate anymore because it'll be a 30-minute video. Okay, I want you to do the research. I want you to look through your notes. You all should have taken good notes. Okay, I know we had to speed through this last chapter, which is the second part of this question. Okay, so the second part of the essay question is, explain events that led to the battles of Lexington and Concord. Okay, this is the chapter that we had to speed through, chapter 5. Okay, in order to answer the second part of this question, you will have to review your notes and read chapter 5. All right, tell me about the Sons of Liberty. Okay, tell me about all the intolerable acts, the Sugar Act. We didn't really talk about the Sugar Act so much, but the Tea Act. Okay, the Stamp Act, and you got to explain to me, why did the colonies get so upset that a group like the Sons of Liberty was created. Okay, remember, Sons of Liberty is that radical group that wanted separation from Great Britain, and remember, its leader was Samuel Adams. One thing that I did not go over too well in class was the Boston Massacre. We really did have to cram this chapter in, and I apologize for that again. Those snow days just really hurt us. But we need to wrap this up, and I'll probably elaborate even more when we get going on to the next chapters, and we'll probably reference back to this time period. But remember the Boston Massacre, when the soldiers shot into that group and killed 5 people. 5 people. They killed 5 people. That's just a hint. Okay? And remember, those people, they were throwing snowballs stuffed with little stone pebbles and maybe broken up shells that they found in the ocean, because remember, they're right on the harbor, and they threw those at the people One historian says that a soldier was actually hit over the head with a club. All right, that's actually well-known fact. All right, those troops went to trial. John Adams represented them. All right, and they were not found guilty of murder. Okay, John Adams supported them. He convinced the colonists that they needed to overcome their hatred and make a conviction, or find them not guilty according to the law. Now, if they were guilty, they should have been found guilty according to the law. Okay, that was John Adams' major driving force here. He wanted this not to be a trial driven by hatred. Okay, he wanted them to go by the law, and so that these men would have a fair trial. All right. I have gone on for 6 minutes now, I see. Really, from chapter 2, remember I told you I want you to really concentrate on the rights of colonists in chapter 2. You need to know Parliament, the Magna Carta. You're going to have to, tell me what was that representing body in all the colonies? The General Assembly, right? Okay, that was kind of like their Congress. Okay, representatives from the colony would make laws that would be approved by the governor. Okay, so the governor was at the top of the colonial government. Remember, so it was the governor who was chosen by the king. Excuse me, the governor chosen by the king. Then it was a General Assembly. Alright, the General Assembly would make laws. The governor could either veto those laws in a way. He could get rid of those laws. He could dissolve the assembly if he wanted to, as we've seen. Remember in New York, the New York Assembly is dissolved for quite some time, and they have a hard time getting an assembly back. Alright, also the Great Awakening. Understand the meaning behind the first Great Awakening in the colonies. That's all I'm going to say about that. The other section of chapter 2 that I think you need to concentrate on is crimes and punishment. We spent some time on this. I talked about the Salem witch trials. Know the blue laws, know what they are. And in that chapter you will be fine if you just concentrate on those sections. I believe those are the most important sections out of that chapter. Alright, that's as specific as I will get, because I can see I'm sure most of you are probably getting very bored. I'm sorry, my American history class, I did not make a fun video like I did for world history, but I will make a fun video one day. I would like to say that I did make it back from the dentist 100%. My lower jaw is still pretty numb, and I can't really, I just feel really weird talking. And I hope I don't look too weird. And I also was watching, I just happened to see Top Gun on TV, and I was like, wait a minute, I got these shades that might help with the glare, because I know you guys were saying something about the glare looked a little funny on those last videos. And I thought maybe I could look like Tom Cruise from Top Gun. But I think I look more like a bug or something. I don't know. But anyways, I really hope this video helps you, and just really concentrate on that essay question, because it's going to be worth 20 points of that final grade. And also for that first period class, which your final is tomorrow, Thursday morning, I will be at school at about 7:30, so if you want to come in and review, have a little study session, that will be fine. For my other American history classes, that is 6th and 7th periods, we will have a study group tomorrow after school. Remember, we get out early at about 1:30, and just meet in my classroom, and we'll just go over the material, and it'll just be like a little study group, a little study session over all this material. Because I feel like we need to spend more time on this chapter 5, and I really thank you for taking great notes. Just by looking at them the past few days, I can tell that you guys have really uh, grasped grasped that ability to take good notes, and I really do appreciate that. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow, and I wish you the best of luck. This is Mr. Jurgensen signing off.